If you don't settle down, we're going to call immigration. Oh, you're in a good mood tonight. You have a nice Thanksgiving? I believe you. That's the first time I've ever got a burping ovation coming out. Where's Doc tonight, Tom?
He's elsewhere. I don't know.
Why do I ask? Anyway, I hope you don't mind leftover jokes and tinfoil. It's, in my house, I don't call them leftovers. We call them Carson's Giblet Classics. You want me to sing before Manilow comes out here? Anyway. Yesterday was a day for turkeys. Today is a day for ducks. Have you seen it out here? By the way, we had a special show tonight. This is really a star-studded show we have tonight. And every star is a stud, by the way. Did you know the Tonight Show is now in stereo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on stereo. And not only that, but tonight, Tommy Newsom will be colored in by computer. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Ed overdid it as usual on Thanksgiving. At 4 a.m. this morning, his heartburn set off all the smoke detectors in his house. I had a nice Thanksgiving. I had a Beverly Hills turkey. You couldn't tell how old the bird was because it had its neck done. And now, believe it or not, we are already in the Christmas season.
Right.
First big shopping day. I don't put up ornaments at my beach house. What I do, I have a sign out on the lawn that says, "See the display in front of previous home." So strange. No. Anyway, they're already on television, Christmas specials.
Yeah.
The first one is tomorrow. It's going to be the Reagan Family Christmas. And it was taped at the ranch, and the high point is Casper Weinberger singing "Walking in a Nuclear Winterland." Remember, you young ladies, when you were kids, you'd get a doll. It was like a rag doll. Didn't have any moving parts. It was just a nice doll. They don't have those anymore. They got weird kind of dolls. Have you seen the new Christmas Joan Collins doll? It does not need batteries. It's always turned on. They have the new Rambo doll. You wind it up and it plays Russian roulette with the Charles Bronson doll. And check out the Trapper John MD doll. You wind it up and it cures the G.I. Joe doll with a shot of penicillin. If I could have got the joke out, we would have had something. There's a little show business news. How many of you watched the show Alfred Hitchcock Presents? It's now on the air. The show was picked up for 9 more episodes. And to celebrate, Hitchcock invited the cast and crew to Forest Lawn for a tent party. But the big news, I guess the show is coming up this week. Raymond Burr is returning as Perry Mason in a television movie. Now, Raymond has been on the show, and he's a fine actor. Have you seen Raymond lately? He's gained a couple of pounds. In this new film, he's referred to as Perry, the real refrigerator Mason. In one scene, he's standing in front of the courthouse, and he was arrested for unlawful assembly. Did I read in the paper of somebody's birthday today? I don't believe. Dick Clark's birthday?
Yes.
Somebody said his 60th birthday? Can't be true,
No,
can it?
56.
56?
Yeah.
Even 56?
I know.
He's got an 8x10 in the attic that's turning old. Anyway, tonight, we have got a lot of fine talent on this show. Of course, Mr. Barry Manilow is here. Okay, easy. Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. And last but certainly not least, Mr. David Letterman. David really didn't want to come out from New York, but he couldn't pass up that $79 Thanksgiving Day fare. So anyway, thank you for coming. We got a great night ahead of us, and we'll be right back. Thank you very much. Okay. If you just joined me. All right. My first guest, of course, you all know he's a super talent. Barry sold over 50 million records. Has one out title, this one right here, simply Manilow. And as you probably know, he makes his acting debut in a TV film called Copacabana, which is based, of course, on his 1978 hit single. And that's a movie featuring his music, which airs on, as they say, another network on December the 3rd. Would you welcome, please, Barry Manilow.
Thank you very much. Glad you get a nice crowd here.
Yeah, close look.
Thanks.
Someday I hope I get a reception like that on the monologue. That's dynamite stuff.
Thanks.
Really. I do want to thank our lighting crew has been here since early this morning, and our sound crew and the stage crew setting up and everything. It looks wonderful on screen.
Looks beautiful.
And Bobby Quinn did a beautiful job. Thank you, guys, all of you. That was well done. Let me do this first. We'll be back. Stay where you are. We'll be right back. It really looked great. Okay, we're back. We're there. It's been about 14, 15 months since you were here. You were starting on tour.
So
And you're
2 days ago, we ended the tour.
You
So
ended
that's
that
why
tour?
I came back. We couldn't figure out any more places to play. So we came back.
You said tomorrow you're leaving for Japan?
Yeah. Well, I'm leaving for Japan tomorrow. I just have a little tail end of this tour. I'm just going to do a couple of TV shows.
Yeah.
I did a duet with one of the superstars in Japan on this In Search of Love, the song I opened
really?
with. Yeah, in Japan it comes out as a duet with the man named Hideki Seijo.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to sing it with him.
I'm surprised Julio Iglesias hasn't got you yet.
Really?
Yeah, or for a duet or something.
Yeah, who knows?
Let's talk about the television movie. It's interesting because I've read reviews. Most of them have been very good. But you said that you thought the television critics, were out to, or were going to trash it or something. Or
nobody's more surprised than I am to read.
Why did you feel that way?
Well, they've sort of beat me up over the years, you know. I don't, not that any of us pay attention to it, but I've just sort of expected it. I sort of been, okay, I'm ready. Come on, you know. And I opened the papers and they're really being real nice and very complimentary. Well, the movie's great, but I didn't think that they would
Cut the hair a
say
little
that.
short. Is that for the
I cut
picture?
the hair short for the movie,
Right.
And I liked it, so I let it.
You may end up with a true. This is, I think, there hasn't been a musical made for television in many, many years.
Yeah, well, not like this. This one is specifically made for TV, and it's taken after those big Hollywood extravaganzas like Singing in the Rain and Easter Parade. But you know, the big miracle about this movie was that we still did it in the time it takes to do a movie of the week, which is 22 days.
Yeah, people forget that.
Well, this was an amazing thing. This should have taken 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
The kind of production numbers that are in this movie.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
You've been studying acting. Yeah.
Yes, I've been studying acting. Yeah.
Were you comfortable the first day you showed up?
Well, I was comfortable acting. It was just quite amazing. You're never prepared for the day they say action.
Yeah.
And that there are all the technicians around you and extras, and you're just, your heart is going that fast. But they don't do it in sequence. They don't film movies in sequence, which I'd always heard about. But it sort of throws you because the first day I had this nice little scene with Lola, Annette O'Toole, who plays, and the next day they shot me. I die at the end of the movie.
Yeah, but you shot that out of sequence.
Oh, it's only a movie. But so then, and the hardest part was the first day and the second day. The first day was getting over the fright, and the second day was dying. I died all day Tuesday. You know?
Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah. We all have those days. You want to do this first?
No, we can go ahead if you'd like to do the number or this, whichever you think.
I don't know. You want to get the commercial out of the way first? Why don't we do that, and then you're going to do something from the TV. Don't pay no attention to that man at all. I have no idea who he is. He's been sitting there for months, and I don't know who he is. We'll do this, then we'll come back and do the number from the picture. There we are.
Thank you, Tom.
Great.
Okay, this song you're going to do is from the
It's from
the TV movie. From
Yeah,
Copacabana.
it's the song that in the movie Tony, the character I play, he gets discovered. He gets his big break at the Copacabana, and this is the song that
You
he
play
sings.
Kid from Brooklyn?
Yes.
You better.
Yep.
It's all yours. Here's Barry.
Hey, down there, look at me now. I'm flying
guess I'm just a lucky guy. Sweet heaven, I'm in love again. Sweet heaven, I'm in love again. You came along, now what can I do? I only wanna be with you. Sweet heaven, here I go again. I'm hooked from head to toe again. 1 minute I'm so lonely, and then, oh sweet heaven, hey babe, now that I found you, life's a song. Say babe, where were you hiding? I've been waiting so long. Sweet heaven, I'm in love again. So totally in love again. I'll shout it everywhere I go. I'll sing it on the radio. I want the whole world to know. Sweet heaven, I'm in love again. Sweet heaven, I'm in love again. Sweet heaven, I'm in love again. You came along, now what can I do? I only wanna be with you. Sweet heaven, here I go again. I'm hooked from head to toe again. 1 minute I'm so lonely, and then, oh heaven, hey babe, now that I found you, life's a song. Say babe, where were you hiding? I've been waiting so long. Sweet heaven, I'm in love again. So totally in love again. I'll shout it everywhere I go. I'll sing it on the radio. I want the whole world to know. Sweet heaven, I'm in love.
Okay. Yeah. No thanks, huh? Great band, huh?
You're right. You're right. That's right out of the old music. That's show business.
That's it.
Which is no business like.
That's it.
We do this? All right, then Homer and Jethro will join us. Stay where you are. Okay, before, I want to, your movie is on December 3rd on another network, and I want to take a minute before Dan and Chevy come out to plug something I am involved with in a way because my production company did it. On NBC this Monday night at 8 to 11, we did the John and Yoko Ono story, which is the story of John Lennon and Yoko Ono. It's not so much a story, although there's a lot of great Beatle music in it. It really has to do with their relationship when they met in London and their last 14 years together. And the actor who plays John Lennon is remarkable. His name is Mark McCann. And in some of the scenes, it is very eerie.
I've seen some of the promos.
Yeah, it
It's
is,
really
absolutely. And the young lady who plays Yoko is Kim Mayori. So anyway, that's 8 o'clock on NBC Monday night, and we're kind of proud of it, so we hope you watch it. Now, my next two guests, you all know. They were two of the original members of Saturday Night Live, and they're co-starring in a new movie called Spies Like Us, and they're here to unashamedly plug it. It opens across the country, this country, Friday, December the 6th. Would you welcome in any order you like, Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase? Or Chevy... Yeah. Oh, Daniel.
Yeah. We brought our fun bags today.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to him.
It is always nice to see in this cutthroat business called show business, there's no real competition
No, absolutely not.
to see
Share
who
and
gets
share
to
life.
sit in the seat. And you won out.
Well, I'm a little taller. A little taller.
See, this was a little problem. I didn't know whether to say Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd or Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase. Now, I've seen ads for the picture.
If you read right to left, I get first billing.
That's right. In a Yiddish newspaper, you would be great.
Yeah.
In fact, the film is in Yiddish, so...
Is it really?
You'll actually see my name first.
Yeah.
How did that work out? You are on the left-hand side now.
I think it's just a reflection of
The fact that I'm squatter.
the fact that he's shorter and I'm just a bigger name, I guess, really.
Well, we defer. You know, we defer to this man. After all, he got me started, and
No.
so
What's this?
That's Victor Mature batting.
Well, you know, I had to go through this recently with a film I'm doing with Steve Martin next.
Right.
With, let me just talk about this.
Go ahead, sir.
In which my lawyer called me and said, Steve wants to have first billing, and so they decided, you know, Steve would be here and you'd be above, but on the right. I said, well, I don't care. That's fine. Makes no difference. And my lawyer said, well, look, if they don't care, why don't we just put your name here and put his there? And I realized lawyers do this, and before you know it, Steve's going to think I asked for first billing, and I'm going to think Steve did. Nobody ever does that. We never even talked about it. It's the lawyers who do it. It's like a divorce,
Yeah.
which I know you're familiar with.
I have lawyers living in the house full-time downstairs on the intercom.
I like to think that the title is the first billing, really. Spies Like Us.
Spies like us. Very good. Sneaky, too, Dan.
I like to...
Now, you guys work together. Are you good friends? Seriously.
Yeah, we really are.
You see each
He's
other
This
socially?
is a
and that?
terrific man. Well, he took care of me the whole trip. We shot in the
Norway.
fjords of Norway,
Yeah.
and up down in Camel Breath, Morocco, wherever that was in the desert. And he and Donna, every 10 months, I go a year.
You were telling me the last time how bright she was at 6 months. That was what I was...
She's amazing. Right now, she's walking. She's doing a little modeling over at Ford.
And she just finished a calculus course at the University of Houston, Texas,
That's
right?
right. Mhm.
Yeah.
She'll be married next year to Webster.
Have you started looking around? One of my writers, Mike Berry, has got a child just put in kindergarten or preschool, and the child had to go audition or have a meeting to see if he or she could get into the school. Because people want to get their children in early. Sometimes people, before the kid is born now, actually go to schools to see if their kid... Have you done this?
It's pretty...
I'm
Yeah,
serious.
we have, actually.
This is the technique, of course, in England. You know, that Eton and Oxford, you register the child pre-birth.
Absolutely.
And...
What do you say? What do you say? Take a look at this. What do you think? Be a nice kid, huh?
You have no children yet.
not as yet.
Not as far as he knows.
Maybe in the cards in a little while. Don and I are, of course, you know, very, very busy working on these Thinking Man's comedies.
Of course.
But it's, you know, I think the gene structure is going to hold up here.
We certainly hope so. Picture you referred to as spies. Spies are us.
Spies like us.
Spies like
Espions
us.
comme nous in French. Any...
Nice to know. We'll be right back.
Yeah, great.
All right. What a count. Well, if you watch Late Night with David Letterman, first the show, folks. Now the book. Yeah. He and Merrill Markow have put out a very funny book based on the show, and he is also responsible for a special, and we're going to hold him responsible for it, too. This is going to air tomorrow night at 11:30, called David Letterman's Holiday Film Festival. Would you welcome David Letterman? All right.
Thank you very much. Well, it's a magic night for America,
Isn't it, though?
Stick around, boys. We're not going to pay the band.
My golly, what a thrilling night for all.
Oh, yeah. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
Very nice, thank you. Yeah, how about you?
I'm stuffed. You know, it's tradition at our house. Every year we have the roast swan. It's great. I love to see the kids fight over the neck. It's fun. Now,
I thank you for coming out.
thank you very much for having me.
Well,
Thanks for making room for me.
Certainly our
appreciate it.
pleasure.
Good to see you, Dave.
Thanks. Nice to see
Take
you
care.
too, Chevy. Thank you. Get a run? Now, you mentioned the book.
Yes,
and,
I did.
Let's don't beat it to death. Let me see the book.
Yeah, well, no. I was...
Originally, this was going to turn out to be a really nice thing. Ooh, by the way,
Where's the
can you see
gatefold?
this? Take a look at all that color. Ooh. This actually, Johnny, should be on your coffee table.
I see.
It's that quality. You know what they did? They printed 40,000 copies of this thing, and there are 3 pages of pictures without captions. Stooge Press put this out. It's a division of Goofball Publishing, and. But you know, even the lowest publication gets captions with the pictures. Hustler magazine has captions, you know. Here the twins show how they make friends in prison. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So we don't.
Let me see that.
No, I was...
No,
I was looking at that book this afternoon, and it's very amusing.
Well, that's some funny stuff, but I just don't want to talk about it. Anyway, they screwed up the first 40,000, and they got a deal. If you go in, if you've already bought the book, which seems unlikely, they get some kind of a deal. You can you get a rebate. I don't know, or somebody will come to your home and read it to you. I don't know.
Is this an expensive tome if I wish to purchase this?
Oh, it's like $8, $9. I don't know. We like to think of it as another tale of 2 cities, Johnny.
Ah, good.
But I don't want to talk about the book. I've seen into the future of transportation. I've peeked into the 21st century.
Oh?
That's right. I came out here 2 nights ago through the aviation miracle of the Airbus. That's right, the Airbus. Now, this is a delightful airplane. It was designed and built by the French and the Germans.
Yes.
And I think we all know what a loving, cooperative relationship those people have had. It's called the Airbus, 1, because it in fact looks like a bus.
Yes.
2, it for sure smells like a bus. Now, here's the difference. The Airbus is not quite as fast as a real bus. Now, what...
Does it have the strap handles, too?
That kind of stuff, absolutely. Ralph Cramden is flying this thing, you know.
Is this a cheapie?
Oh, geez, it's
cheapie
unbelievable. But it's so slow. Like, if you fly out on a regular plane, 747, New York to L.A., what are we talking about, 5.5? If you're late, maybe 5:45. Even 6 hours. The Airbus from New York to L.A., 6 hours and 45 minutes. Gee, unbelievable. I mean, Johnny, the whole trip, we were like this. Woo!
What's the fuel? Just air?
I don't know what it gets, but the motto, of course, of the Airbus is jet lag's not a problem if you don't get there. So...
The wings. You gotta look out, and the wings are flapping.
Yeah, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Now, you're saying to yourselves, geez, Dave, this is fascinating, but who would fly the Airbus?
Yeah.
And I looked around, and my observation was they got a contract with the government for transfer of prisoners. 1, that would do it. 2, the other group flying it, people who can't afford trailways.
Right.
And 3 would be serial killers. Yeah. Now, so I'm sitting next
Not
to
a pleasant trip.
No, I'm sitting next to the yammering psychopath, and the guy keeps dozing off on my shoulder. And he wakes up long enough to tell me that very morning he had been released or paroled from prison. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, oh boy, I can hardly wait 7 hours on a plane with a guy who has a grudge against society, you know. So now it's dinner time, and they bring around the Airbus snack, and it's sealed in a container like this. It's absolutely sealed, and you think, well, this would be nice, like a day in the country, a little picnic. You pry it open with a fire axe, and inside, honest to God, they got like vanilla wafers and a container of hot mustard. Nice, yeah. Because after all, it is the holidays.
That's right.
Yeah. So now. So in the middle of this is some sort of unidentifiable protein mass. Now, if this had been a fishing trip, you'd call the captain and say, oh, I'm sorry, somebody put the chum in here with my lunch, but...
Not a pleasant trip.
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh, I see. You want to give me a nod when you are, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like George Burns here.
So the plane was designed for people who don't fly much.
Right.
In fact, for people who don't even know where the airport is. But anyway... So they keep flashing this sign, lavatories occupied. Mm-hmm. And you know, that's their way of saying, all right, we know the food is darn near inedible, but see, apparently it can be digested. So, I'm getting close to booed.
That's right.
So you go into the lavatory, which, by the way, is sloped. The interior wall is sloped like the outside of the plane. So whatever you have to do in there is a hook shot. You bring back the lid on the toilet there, and there's a sign that says, "Do not place metal or glass objects in the toilet." Yeah. Which always ruins the trip for me. I like to go up there and wash a load of dishes if I can. The earbuds. Thank you. Absolutely a true
that about
story.
wrap up the airline?
We're done with the earbuds. We're done with the earbuds.
Now, look, let's do all that. Now, we haven't talked about this highly advertised special of yours tomorrow night.
You know, I just wanted to take a few minutes here, John, to talk about NBC. First of all, this slogan. Originally, it was "Be There." NBC, be there. Okay, they're bringing a guy, head of promotion here at NBC, paid him at least $500,000. That's the truth. Well, he knew the guy. He was making about $500,000. He decides to change the slogan from "Be There" to "Let's all be there." Because, you know, he's thinking maybe there's some people in Montana who are saying to themselves when they see this promotion come on NBC, they're saying, geez, I'd like to watch, but are we included?
So let's...
No, NBC is looking for a very exclusive group of viewers. Not everyone is eligible. So this guy changes it to "Let's all be there." Now, the slogan really ought to be, you know, when in the old days when NBC wasn't doing that great, it was NBC, we're easy to spell. And I thought that was good. Okay, so that now, last...
PBS, we're coming after you.
Yeah, that's right. So, what are we doing here?
You better plug this.
Oh, I got to get the special.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the deal. So 6 weeks ago, NBC comes to me and they say, "Don, are you still with the network?" I said, "Yes, I am." They said, we have an opening for a show November 30th, 11:30.
Right.
Would you like to do it? And we said, sure, we'd love to do it. We did a show. We got a lot of people to make movies, and they're going to come on and show their movies. It turned out pretty nicely.
All right, we shall return in just a moment. Before we say goodnight, all you people in Montana also are invited.
Yeah, everybody's included.
That
Sure.
is tomorrow night.
11:30.
11:30 on
Bette
NBC.
Midler, Harry Shearer, Michael Keaton, Andrea Martin,
Let's all be
Catherine
there.
O'Hara.
here's-
They all made films and they'll be on the show. It's
I
not
hear
a bad
great
show.
stuff.
Yeah, it turned out
Look
pretty
forward to
nicely.
it. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chevy.
Thank you.
Dan. Stinberry, thanks for being with us. Good night.